This room I'm in now was designed for this very day. Been having some trouble with water freezing, haven't figured that out yet, so I've just been kind of bringing them water, but everything's frozen, as you can see. All right, ladies, come on out. Some kind of animal was on there, a mammal. There we go. Hi, Lucky. Good morning. Let's see if they have any eggs. Look at that. All right. It's been a little while. Hey, there's another one. A little more recent. Let's see if we have any in the main box. The nursery is this way, so let's go in. Okay, here we are in the nursery. So this is really we were going to do this, we were going to do that, build a barn, do swales, etc. We realized we can only do so much at a time. So this is what we're doing. And for those of you who have been watching, this is as far as I got. Yeah, I hurt my back about 5 days ago and have done very little on this. But this is how I hurt my back, shoveling all that stone. Here's the footer I'm building. What I'm doing is I'm grouting every third chamber. And this is like foot, so the wall doesn't lean forward. These footers, this has a torque on it. The wall's going to be attached here, and it'll be attached here once it comes to this, actually here, to this point. So that'll be 32 feet. So it'll be 32 by 4 feet wide. Our plan for this is to do a hugelkultur bed. We've been advised maybe not to do that because it would make it too fungally dominant, the soil, but we've had success for years out here with it, and we're just charging it with nutrients. But one good thing that came out of me hurting my back and taking a little pause from this project, we are taking a PDC, a permaculture design course with a Verge permaculture. I'll put a link below. So we are learning a lot. We're ready to learn. We've learned a lot on our own, and then this is just reinforcing a lot of stuff, and we're learning new things from the wisdom of people that are a lot smarter than we are. One thing that came up that we've heard of before and thought about, but really weren't ready to understand how well it would work, is we're going to add a climate battery to this. Just 2 tubes. We don't have a lot of room to heat up, but this will be under basically 4 feet of dirt, and we're going to put it down at this level. Right here, and then we're going to cover the 2 tubes with dirt, these 4-inch corrugated perforated pipe with a cloth cover on the outside. It is going to take the heat from up top here. That is, if you could see from the wall, where's the heat going to go? It's going right up into that wedge. So what we're going to do is actually put the tubes up here, and then they'll come and they'll go along the ceiling. It'll go harvest some sunlight to heat it up, and then drop into the bed, and then go all the way down here to the front, and the tubes will then come up to here, about in this space, in this area here, and then I'll probably join them into one 6-inch thing and put a fan on it, and the fan will be blowing up here, and that'll start sucking the hot air from the tubes that go up here, and they'll have holes in them there. So these two tubes will spread out, one this way and one this way. That's a basic idea of a climate battery. So it's just a matter of us having a fan, which ultimately will hook to a solar panel, but we may do it off the power, the grid power, which we're eventually going to get off altogether. So it's a temporary step toward resilience. It's not exactly resilient because a solar panel would be better. And I might still do that, but I need to know the power of that fan right. It can't be too fast to go through the tube because then the heat won't really collect. And it can't be too slow because it won't make it all the way through the pipe. So it has to kind of be just right, a Goldilocks thing. And you can just find that with a variable speed fan. So anyway, that's one of the things we're going to do. We're going to do, that's be the first layer of this lasagna, be like a heating battery. And then a layer of dirt over there to just charge it, maybe 4 inches over top. So basically a foot of dirt. Then we're going to go with the hugelkultur. We have a couple trees I want to get rid of back in the forest. And we calculate it's like 9 truckloads of soil from there just to get 2 feet up. So it'll be about 18 truckloads of soil. So we're really in for a lot of back-breaking work. So I really have to be careful. Today is the solstice, the winter solstice of the year 2020. It's a year most people are glad to get rid of. It's just got another week or so. But the solstice is a really important day. Happy Yule, by the way, if you celebrate. The day represents the day that sun starts increasing. The sunlight will start increasing from this morning at 6 or 5 a.m., I think, on. So it marks really the new year. The new year really starts today, as far as the sun's concerned. Also, the reason that's important is because this room I'm in now was designed for this very day. The angle today, when the sun's at noon, will be perpendicular perfectly to these panels, which means that's the most light that it could receive on the darkest day of the year. Today's the darkest day of the year. So this room is designed to do that, to come in and heat these water barrels eventually. So another reason that's important is last week I got a machine that measures temperatures. I have one outside, I have one inside here, one inside the house. And I can see how thermally this building performs based on that influence now that I have grass. Last year I was doing it by chalk and by hand and got some sense of it, but it was just too much work. They have computers for that today. So that's what we're doing. So we're actually taking data. I want to take data that's a good week before the solstice and then probably a week after the solstice. And then I just want to analyze where we're at. We finally got the ceiling insulated and this room is performing, but it's gotten below freezing. You know, it was -4 one day. It was like kind of negative Fahrenheit a couple of days in a row. It just sucks the heat out. It just can't recover. Plus, we don't really have thermal mass in here until I have those barrels. And then we're going to add the climate battery as well. And that's another way of taking heat from up there and putting it down there where we need it. Even though that's a forced system with a fan, we can go solar with that in the future. So almost anything electrical can be converted to become resilient off the grid. But realistically, we have to make steps that are in that direction. You know, we made decisions early on, and we have this big house now, and we got to sail this ship through, you know, each day and through the weather and the seasons. So again, thank you for watching.